So in what way does this relate to your relationship with the source? We aren't talking about John, we're talking about you. Go to your stuff. John is how complete with his ex-wife? And what's her communication to him? Feed Peter. The fatter Peter is, the better. And she blames John for trying to make him thin, and she blames John for Peter being fat. Just heard you say in your head, how can that be?
Huh?
Any of you have any question about this? She blames him for trying to get Peter thin and for Peter being fat. Any question? She blames him for everything. She blames him for her being fat.
Well, how
If she knew she was ugly, she would blame you for that.
How better way to make him suffer than to fatten up Peter? I mean, it's like they're playing ball with Peter. I mean, not that John's playing, but
Absolutely.
she is.
How does this relate to Stephen?
I don't know.
You can find it. It's right in there. I promise. Yes, Claude? Any question that's in there? In you? And how much does it hurt? It's enough to have you not want to feel. And when you get to the fork in the road and who you are says feel, you go, no. And so you go to sleep. I don't want to feel that. So you got away from Stephen again.
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe we don't know how to hold feelings, so we don't want to go there. If we were to be able to know that we could hold it, rather than go down the tubes with it and not be able to show up in life for it.
Seems the opposite of holding.
But
Seems it's the exact opposite of what you're asking. Just let it kind of wash
I
through.
agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, just let me approach it slightly differently. If I could, what Alex just said, and you need to hear this because you all are saying it. If I could just know that it's okay when I don't know that it's okay, then it would be okay. Is what you just said. If I could just know that I could hold what I can't hold, if I just knew it was okay, even when I know it's not okay, then it would be okay.
if I just understood.
Now, if you wouldn't think somebody's smart if they said that,
I didn't,
except that, listen, there's an innate intelligence to it. It's one of the few things we know to be true. If I could know that it was okay when I don't think it's okay, then it'd be okay.
if I could experience it in such a way that it
But she keeps going.
because I know it's possible to have a different relationship to feelings. I guess that's a theory like John has about Peter.
When the stage arrives, I will be happy. That's a promise under the assertion, and it's a promise that I'm not going to keep. Do you have any idea how scared I am to be alive?
You, in this moment.
In every moment.
because there's no idea that anything's ever going to happen again.
Oh no, that's easy. If you add that explanation, that's easy.
Because you added something.
Yeah, you add that explanation and it provides me all the fucking buffers in the world. That cheesecake was good. No, just scared.
Yeah.
See, one of the things that you've done is that you've added content to your emotions to thin them.
Yeah.
I'm talking content free. Do you have any idea how scared I am? The level of panic at being a human being, period, with none of that other stuff added. But there's a difference between me and you. And that is that you still think you're going to get away from it. You still think you can modify it. And I know that I can't. You still think that you can.
So it's still about control.
Uh-huh. I can't.
So I'm a Buddhist control freak. Whatever.
Well, Buddhism has been kind to you. It's improved all kinds of areas of your life. There's no question about that. I don't question that. I could look at what it has done and what it hasn't done. But it's contributed massively to lots of parts of your life. And there are things that it hasn't contributed to, or that it hasn't at least taken care of. Well, so what? But you still think you still think to some degree that this is negotiable. Peter wants to protect you from what you have to feel. Isabel wants to protect you from what you have to feel. They want to protect you from what you have to feel. And in that process, they agonize you and torment you, trying to force you to feel what you have to feel. While then saying all kinds of other stuff to you about, why don't you just feel this? Without doing it themselves at all, of course.